My name is Viridiana.
My name is Dakota.
Where are you from?
Estados Unidos.
Sí?
Sí.
Do you like Oaxaca?
Sí. Yes.
Now you are in Teotitlan del Valle. You see, this is a small part of the community. So we are weavers. We make beautiful rugs. Please take a seat. And we speak Zapoteco. Zapoteco is our first language. Spanish, second language. Now some of the younger people are practicing other languages. So
¿Cómo se dice hola en Zapoteca?
Zapchi, Wanka Bisonio, Logesha, Tikuki, Ushara Yen, Zoikungi, Palo, Yule, Sharachina, Lotra, Te Siu de la Tica Kneu Donu. I said, thanks for your time, your visit, and we show you how we do this process, how we get colors, show you how I am weaving, and finally explain all the work we do.
Okay.
Zapotec is a first language, and we cannot write it. It is only an oral language. That's how boys and girls learn how to do this ancient art. And here, the main activity is the weaving process. So here all these rugs are made of sheep wool. Here you can see the selection in these little boats. We buy the wool, we buy it from other community because it is finer quality. You can see we get the dark gray, and this is more white. This is even a lighter gray. Looks much white than this one. So this is how we buy it. And then it is necessary to wash it so we can take out all the lanolin, all the impurities. And when we are doing it, we are using this root. This is a piece of a local root. So this makes the wool much clean and soft. At the same time, the insects don't like the taste. So we can keep the rug as a wool hanging, step on them, colors, keep good quality. And then with this tool, we can do the carding. And here, mix colors. Sometimes there's more white, gray, beige, and when we take a little bit of each color, we get a new shade. That's the reason here in the community, all rugs are unique pieces. We repeat the same traditional figures, but never the colors. Colors are always completely different. And it's your first time around here?
Sí.
Do you like the food?
Sí. Yeah.
It's good for you. Mm-hmm. Now, with this part of wool, I can use the spinning wheel. So what I do here, I have to pull the wool with my fingers. At the same time, turn the wheel. So I know the thickness in my fingers. So the thread gets strong and uniform like this. You can see, you can feel. This is a sample of the gray and white. So with these shades, we can weave or color them. So we have to cook, we have to boil the wool. Outside, it is where we do it. It is like making a very big tea, and we have to boil it for long hours. Here in Teotitlan, in Oaxaca state, we have this color from the insect, which we call cochinilla. You can see the white. It is a protection. The insect is inside. Now I'm gonna take this one here. Now look into my hand, please. Look at the first color.
Is that where does it come from? Is the bug
no,
from the insect?
It is the carminic acid which the insect is getting from the cactus. It is not the blood. Because from here we can get a lot of shades of red. And then it is necessary to dry them. And when they dry, they change. Now these are the same insects which are dry. And with these dry insects, I use this stone we call metate. This is a heavy stone, and we use it to grind them. And this is getting much finer. Now with a little bit of this, I have the lime juice, very acid. It's getting more orange. And this is the baking soda. This is making it more purple. So all the red shades come from the insect, come from the cochineal. Red, pink, orange, fuchsia, magenta, come from that little bug. Other colors like blue come from the indigo. Indigo, it is a plant. So we buy the indigo, we buy it from the Pacific coast, so this is more tropical. So the people who we buy it from, they say it is necessary to dry the seeds and the leaves, which are like this, in bigger containers for a long time, pass for a very long process, and finally the color changes into like this paste. Unlike the red color, it is necessary to grind it. Red and blue colors. And the mix of the two, we can get even darker colors, darker shades. It is, we are playing with the colors, with the textures. It is very slow and interesting process. Red and blue, two most important colors, slower to get and more expensive too than the other shades. Greens, we are using the moss. This is the rock moss. So from here, we are getting greens. Using only one material, we can get around 20 to 40 different shades because we are using different shades of wool. And it's according to time. We are boiling it. Sometimes we are keeping it in the hot water for less hours. Colors are much lighter, longer time, and colors are much darker. As well, we use the skin of the pomegranate fruit. So now this is getting dry. Look inside, it is very yellow. So from here we are getting between yellows, browns, different shades. As well, we still a little bit with the rains, flowers bloom, colors are a little brighter. Winter time, colors are more earth shades. Now, I like to show you how I am weaving. Come. when we are weaving in Teotitlan, first it is necessary to stand. You see the threaders, the main function, it is to open and close the warp. So this is the warp and this is the weft. So usually when we are weaving, well, I am not using any picture, any design. Before I start to weave, I draw the design in my head, in my memory. So I know exactly where to begin and where to stop with each color. In this case, I am just weaving these lines with colors, different colors. To weave something like this little piece, I am spending around 8 to 10 days, weaving during 5 to 6 hours every day. So using this warp, the same warp, I already finished two pieces. This is one and this is another one. And I have a space here because at the end I cut in between here and here, and at the end I get 3 or 4 little rugs. And because of the technique we are weaving, same you see here and same it's here. So at the end there's no a front, there's no a back, it is the same design. So let's say this is like little easy to weave for me because I was learning when I was around 4 or 5 years old. But when I am doing more complex, I count these threads. So because of my experience, I know how many to take for each color, for each little detail. Now I have this color, this is a little darker. You see, now I have these 2 colors, and this is how I using more and more and more. You can feel the quality.
Yeah, it's nice.
So this can be used. You can use it to use it as a wall hanging on the table. Work on them. So we call this style more geometric design. When we are weaving, me or my husband, when we are doing more complex, like curvy lines, it is necessary to make a drawing. First, we draw it in a piece of paper, then the paper comes below here, and make the drawing and follow the lines, follow the designs. And in this case, it is not necessary to use any picture because of my experience, I know which color to use, where to stop, how of many of these I can use. And now I am just doing this line of colors because with this little loom I am teaching my daughter. I have my daughter, one is 9 now. She can use this one. So when she's getting much older and getting experience, so I can take her to the bigger ones. So this is the way of living we have in Teotitlan del Valle. Now I like to show you part of my family work. Come here, please. And more of the traditional figures we are getting from here, from Teotitlan del Valle. We have these Zapotec places, Monte Alban, Mitla, Yagul. So those are the main places where we are getting the design. So we take them and we represent them here on these rocks. You see, same here, and here is exactly the same. So this has more of the brown, the earth shades, and this one, this is a sample of the natural gray. You see this, the gray and more of the brown, the earth shades. I call this design the infinity because you just keep going. The mountains, and these are the designs from Mitla, and this one too. This is the main, which represent. So we call the diamond a butterfly in the universe. So we call the stage of life. You born, you grow up, family, but here no end. You begin to live again. This is the renovation, and this we call the agave border. Seems like the agave for mezcal. So all these, it's for us represent the sacred family, the sacred culture we have here in this part of Oaxaca. That's the red, all red, and this is a sample, a bigger one. So we call this the snail design. Has the border, a light gray, and this is more white, a little bit of beige. I was very careful when I was choosing the right colors. I cooked the nutshell to get more of these earth colors. This was with the dyed with the gray wool, more of the white wool. This is a little bit of the moss that I show you, the moss. And look at this, is very old design too, which has the blue, red. Look how fine, how the quality. You can wash them. So those represent more of the traditional figures as well. We are doing like more contemporary, something like a Frida Kahlo, and also we have something like these little pieces too. You see more contemporary pieces as well. We are doing weaving like the little birds, the tree of life. This is my niece's work. She is 18 years old. Now she is getting much better to weave the birds. You can see the eyes very round, the wings, two colors at the same time. So like that, you can find many designs.
Yeah, they're really nice.
And this is the mountain and rain. Mountain and rain. This is also more of the traditional.
I really enjoyed my time here in Teotitlan del Valle, learning about the Zapoteco traditions, their weaving process, and just the overall way of life here in Oaxaca. If you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel where I have tons of videos exploring real Mexican culture and other traditions around the world.
It's day for a long day for fishing, man. I only catch one.
Only one?
Oh, fuck, it's fucking, the ocean now is fucking dark, man. It's looking that, man.
Oh, look at that
Fuck.
bird. Look at that bird.
It's a hurricane, but I take one. Yes, man. We're going to eat this fish.
And then what? What, make tacos? Pescados?
We're going to be eating in... Hello, I want to kiss you. I want to kiss you. Oh my God. Ah, oh my God. Oh, no, I don't want that fucker. Oh, let's go.